Hello, everyone. In today's session, I'm going to explain to you how to install a particular version of Linux operating system. So I'm going to describe the steps that are involved. So first of all, welcome to MyWebUniversity, my YouTube channel. And secondly, I'm going to just go to a remote machine here that I already logged on. But this machine, which is a Windows 11 operating system, I don't have Linux Ubuntu running. As you can see, if I go here and type system info for system information, you can see that it is the host operating system is Microsoft Windows 11 Professional. And the command version is, the build version is 10.0.22. And all the details are here in terms of how much memory I have, what type of processor, all the details are here. And then I have previously installed VirtualBox software. So VirtualBox software is something that I'm going to use to open a VM virtual machine or install a virtual machine of a particular Linux version or Windows, whatever version that you want to create as a virtual machine, you have a choice to build as a guest operating system. In this case, I'm going to open my tab here and I'm going to visit Ubuntu.com website. Ubuntu.com is the Linux Ubuntu version, as you can see here. And then I can just go to the options to just say, well, get the Ubuntu Professional Edition or get the desktop version. Whichever one you want to download, you have choices here. So you have to look at the options first to see what they have. And then under the menu, you can also click on here and look for the community edition of Ubuntu. And then let's see if somewhere here you will see contribute to the community. So Canonical is the website, and then right here it says download the community. Also, you see modernized get Ubuntu Pro. And then so at this time, let's just click on Get Ubuntu Pro to see which one is coming here. So the option is the first one, download now. And once you click on the download now, it goes to a number of options here to provide you further help. And let's see. The website completely changed from last time I visited. And download white paper and then this and this. So let's see under the download. And then right here, you can see that under the ubuntu.com/downloads is the URL that you want to visit. And then here that says download Ubuntu desktop. The difference between the desktop and the server is the server runs daemons and processes that listens to a port, and then the desktop is just a workstation client that you could do. If you are using it for the client, you need to download this one. But I'm going to run a Ubuntu server, so I want to just get the server version. Download Ubuntu 22.04 long-term support. This is the version that I'm running on my MyWebUniversity production machine. So if I go to www.mywebuniversity.com, it goes to my secure port. On this one, I'm running Linux Ubuntu 22.04. So I'm going to get the same version here, long-term support. That means this is long-term support. LTS stands for long-term support, which is up to April of 2027. So at the time that was released for 5 years. But they will do extension, and then you can upgrade it to your version, like 23.10 or something. So here I have the start automatically. If it didn't start automatically, you can see it is already started automatically. And then because my interface is, I'm connected to the Ethernet and it's fast, you can see that it takes about a minute to do it. While this one is downloading it, I'm not bragging about my Ethernet speed because I'm not connected to Wi-Fi. So if I go to a speed test, I want to show you that the difference between the Ethernet versus Wi-Fi. On the other times that I installed it, I was connected to the Wi-Fi, but you can see that it's about 2 gig over 2 gig Ethernet with Frontier. So Frontier is providing this interface for business and other stuff. So you're welcome to just get that one. The cost is $160 per month, but I'm doing this one to help whatever I can help train these people and people around the world that I want to just change people life for better. So if I can make improvement, why not? Um, so and then hopefully you will just pass on the knowledge to somebody else someday, and then you will be another person like myself, and then the binary tree could grow, and then everybody help in the community. We all become better human than just we should be. And we're good humans, all of us, but we have to think of others also, because some people, they need this kind of work to do their jobs at home. So now as the 2 gig is done, it's completed. So I can open also a command prompt, say go to the downloads directory here, and then say directory store.iso. So and that is the one that I just downloaded. It's about 2 gig device. And I can also go to the control panel and then refresh the not control panel, the download directory using file manager, and then just refresh this one by going home and clicking on downloads, and you can see it is right here. So at this time I have the image, and I told you that I can use VirtualBox. The name just was not coming there. VirtualBox software, you can see I've already installed it. VirtualBox 7.0 from Oracle website, and then or virtualbox.com or virtualbox.org, which is also a virtual Oracle website because Oracle owns it now. So we can do installation of VirtualBox. Did I close it? I believe I closed it. I'm just going to click it again and open it. And right here, you could just say, I want to open a new VirtualBox. But notice that the new button is already here. Sometimes on the VirtualBox, if your Windows operating system is already enabled for VirtualBox, then you can get that information here by doing system info 5 more, and then see if I have to make sure that it is the hypervisor. Yeah, it's already enabled, so that is good. That is already done. And I'm going to just go ahead and say I'm going to call it my Qt, my web. The name of it, I'm going to call it MyWebUniversity.com. Let's see if that name is good. And then this is the directory where it's installed it. Now the ISO image, I have to select it and say other, and then I go to the download directory. Somewhere here should be download directory, which is right here. And then this is the only ISO image that I have. I'm going to select that one, and everything else is selected. So click next here. The name, I want to just call it Wahid, for example. I just do that one for a reason. And then the host name is already there, but the domain name says mygas.virtualhost.com or virtualbox.org. That mygas.virtualbox.org. That's not a good name for my site. there, but I could leave that one at this time. I'm gonna leave it blank. And unfortunately, it does not allow it there. So let's just call it my WebUniversity.com. That is a domain for this one, but the name of the host, I'm gonna call it mytute rather than mytute.com. Or since I named the other machine also mytute, I have to give it a different name. So let me just see mytute, and then I'm gonna call it my webtute.com. So this is my webtute, or just let's call it tutorial at mywebtute.com, and the name is there. The host name is okay. Let me go back to this one, and I also change this one called tutorial, and that's the name. And then everything else is okay here. I go here, and then this is tutorial, and then my webtute.com is my domain. That makes sense, okay? So this is the host, that is tutor at MyWebUniversity at my webtute.com. And then I just select that one. And at this time, is the memory that I'm going to allocate, I'm gonna give it about 12 gig or something. Let's just get it about 12 gig of memory. That's close to 12 gig is fine. I could just write 12 gig here and then make it gig, but I'm not that concerned about the exact sizing. So, and then the processor, I'm going to, there's 28 CPUs. I'm going to give it about 14 of them. Let's get it about 8 of them. 8 processors good enough for it. And then I could always change this one on the setting later on. And then the disk space is the one that I want to give it enough disk space, because I'm going to do a lot of tutorial on this one. So I'm going to allocate about maybe for this one, I'm going to allocate about 500 gig or something. So all my storage, everything, I can just put it into that one as well. And then all the PDF files, everything that I do development, and then I can grow, and I will still have a space. I don't have to worry about it because I have about 2 terabyte. So if I run like 3 of these VMs on it, 500 each, that is still have a lot of space left. I'm planning to install Red Hat on this machine and other ones as well. Solaris on the Unix version. So I want to just plan it ahead of time. Sometimes you have to be proactive on these decisions, so you have to do that. And then this is the option that I have selected. Everything looks good to me. I'm gonna just say continue. And now it's going to just boot off that ISO image, and then it says powering up virtual machine. This notification, you can just close it and just see the actual view on here. When you say show, here you will just see this screen. And this screen, you have an option to say view in scale mode, so you can see it a little bit bigger, or you can see it in full screen. Scale mode is good enough for it, so I'm going to close this notification that's working on mouse and other ones, and we will see how it is going to do that. So right now it says you're selecting English. It didn't go through the GUI. That's not good. So it should have gone through the GUI, the option that was there. Because it's a server, maybe that's why you have to do it, but that's okay. Let's do that one through the GUI. So done, and then our Ubuntu server is selected. That's what I want. And then the interface, notice that EMP0S3 is selected. And currently it is configured with dynamic host configuration, but with IP address of 10.0.2.15. That's the network address translation, or NAT, but that is going to be from the host computer. It translates it, and I'm going to accept that one. But later on, I'm going to configure it to use my static IP address and everything else. If this system requires proxy to connect to the internet, at this time there's no proxy, so I'm going to just accept this information. Mirror address is right now it is just saying that for the repository where else the mirror archives are for all these packages that needs to be installed. By default, Linux want to use apt-get, apt-cache, all those ones through the sources.txt file, and then we're going to just let it run installation. So at this time it says reading packages. I'm going to say go ahead, do that one. Use entire disk. Yes, we allocated that 500 gig. I want to use the entire disk, and let's just go through set up the disk. A logical volume group is fine by default, and then I'm going to go through that one and create the storage layout. Customize, I don't want to customize at this time. The default one is fine, because whenever it creates the logical volume, it creates the var and then boot and then home. All of those ones as logical volume that are allocated, and then I could take care of it afterward as well. Select and continue. So what is happening now? Confirm that the structure of this one. Yeah, I just want to say go ahead, do that one. Continue. So enter the username and password you will use to log into the system. So I want to just log in as Wahid. This information I should hide it, but I'm gonna just be able to recreate other accounts and delete these accounts. I have admin privilege on it because I'm doing demo. I'm not hiding anything from you, and I run the system with different users and different names and different accounts and different passwords. So it's safe to share some of the information, so you know how to do it for your site. So username is Wahid. Your server name, I want to just call it my webtute.com. So the pick a username. I just want to say Wahid for now, and then choose a password. And then so once you say this one and then you say done, it will create it. But now I want to just enable also the pseudo privilege, so I can log in with that and do work. Otherwise, I have to reboot on single user mode. So upgrade the machine to Ubuntu Pro for security upgrade and a much wider range or package until assisted with the. I don't need any of that information. Escape for now is good because I don't want to go to the Pro. I am already Pro on it. Continue. And then install OpenSSH server. Yeah, I want to install OpenSSH also. I can do apt install OpenSSH also later, but it is an option. I want to enable it by default. Import SSH identity key. So that would be something later, but there's nothing to import. So these are regular snap server environment selected. Okay, so all of these options, I can do that one later on with snap. So I say at this time, just install a bare bone operating system with the default packages. And then after that it's done, I'll configure further as I need things. You don't want to just open all those ports for unnecessary and install too many software that are not being used, and then you have to close those ports again for security purpose. So right now it is doing the work, and it says reboot now, and it says view full logs. So everything looks like it is completed already. It is ready for me to view the logs. I could look at the logs, but I'm not interested because the installation will just be perfect as we expect. And then later on, I can make it graphical interface also if I want to, depend on what your choice. If you want to run it as a server, you can run it as a server. If you want to run the server with GUI, you have to install additional GNOME packages. On the other day, I made just a Linux Red Hat 8.9, installed it as a server first, then I installed the server with GUI options on it. And you're welcome to watch that video. It's about 15 minutes video. You're welcome to watch it, and that would give you more information. So what is happening now? It is already ready for me to log in as Wahi, and my password. And there you go. I have a login here, and then if I say cat etc/os-release, you can see that it's Linux Ubuntu 22.04. And then at the same time, it's Ubuntu distribution, and it's Jammy Jellyfish is the code name, long-term support. And then if you say etc/os-release, a star release, you can see that there's LSB also the etc LSB release Linux based releases, the one that give you a little bit more summary kind of review of Ubuntu 22.04. The code name is Jammy or Jammy Jellyfish, and long-term support. So clearing this screen here, in the type in uname -8, you will get the build version, which is 5.5. uname-r also gave you that information. So there's a lot of other stuff that I showed you on previous videos. And then, so let me just see if I could log in as root or not. So if I say, I did not add it anywhere in the options, by default, it should be on the sudoers group. If I'm on the sudoers group on Ubuntu, then I should be able to sudo as Wahid and become root, and then change other things. So right now, when you log in, it gives you all this message of the day. So that is good. And then sudo ID, sorry, get end password Wahid, and clear screen, get, let me bring this screen a little bit down because the browser and not the browser, the Zoom is on top of it, and I cannot see what I'm typing. Get end password Wahid, and it tells me that I am logged on here. ID-UN is there, Wahid. So I'm going to say ID-group name is also Wahid, and ID-U should say 1000, and then ID-group name is also 1000. So I say, now this time, who am I? It says Wahid. And I could get that information many ways. Password here, and then do backtick here, ID-UN. That would also give me this. And instead of backtick, I could also say $, and then ID-UN. That is like a shell, subshell that you could run. Here, sudo and sudo-, and now let's check it out to see if, since it didn't prompt me, I'm assuming it's gonna allow it. But if it says, let me try it again. It doesn't read my password correctly. To the incorrect password. Let me see if I type in the same password again. Wahid, and then okay. So I'm going to say sudo su dash, and then type in the password that I think the password is, and that one allow me to log in as sudo id-un is now root. id-group name is also root, and then id-u is going to say 0. id-group name is also 0. grep -i root, if you see password, you can see that it is there. That information that I was earlier running, get in password, and then the root would give me that one, or $sign, uh, $sign id-un. This one also gave me the root stuff. But if I want to force it to use the Wahid, I could get the Wahid details. So here we did find out that it's there. I want to set up my root password to something else. So I'm going to say pass wd root, and I'm going to just change the password also. And so I could make sure that the password is set for it. Then if I don't have the sudo access, I know the root password to set up the root access. Now I am modified it, and if I don't want to, like if I say grep -i root and the etc shadow file, there's a priority timestamp that is going to say when it is going to expire. I'm not going to show that one, but when you do this one, you just, if you don't want to change it, you could say password -6 -1 root, then that will set it so it doesn't expire on you if you don't log in the machine for a little bit and then you forgot the password. So now I am logged on as this, and let's see if I can log in as root on the system. And then, because we just set up the password for root, and the console, you can see now I am logged on as root. If I don't log in as root, I could log in as Wahid, and then I say, okay, I logged in as Wahid, and then I could have done sudo, but at the same time, I'm going to just say switch user dash. That is saying that log in as root and set my profile to root also. And that's stand for switch user, not super user. Some people say switch user stand for super user. No, it's not accurate. Switch user. So you can switch user here with Wahid, and that's not super user dash Wahid. It says switch user Wahid. Now I'm Wahid. Okay, so switch user do is also, it's sudo su dash is saying switch user and then run the su dash command, or switch user run this program, whatever the program is there. So sudo stands for switch user do, not super user do. I hope you enjoyed this video and you like it. Please go to our channel and then make sure that you subscribe to our channel. And I'm going to end the video here, and make sure that you make some comments so I can improve it based on your needs. Take care. God bless you all. Bye-bye.